Greetings everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about what I'm presenting on this channel and how you should use it to benefit yourself.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
What I am sharing in these videos are basically the rules of the game. Now, rules, there are many rules, and as your frequency rises, some rules do not apply to you. And if you're an elite source player, then there are a lot of rules that don't apply to you since the win of the game. Actually, even before the win of the game, but even more now with the win of the game. Where your mind is and your four movable frequency bodies, where they are, and if they are in harmony with your source self fractal or not. That determines what frequency plane that you are on, and your emotions and neutrality and where your mind is in this game determines what frequency plane that you are on, and if you are in harmony and alignment to experience your best life yet, your empowerment and your best life yet. It's very simple, but it can be very challenging, especially if you're on a lower frequency and it feels like there's just too much that you have to release and get rid of. The thing that you need to get rid of is the animal, meat, flesh, blood, fish, and anything with heart. You get rid of that. You take that step and everything else will follow. It will. Start with the simple steps. That's the first step. Recognizing who you are and then removing the animals. You see, because as long as you're eating animals, well, you're marked. And not in a good way. It's a frequency issue. And even if you are an elite and you are eating meat, you are still marked. And by your consenting to eat the meat, to eat the animals. This is the one rule in the matrix. You may not, you may have removed the animals to get to a higher frequency, and then you thought, oh, okay, I'm at a higher frequency, and so by my intent I can nullify the animals that I'm eating. Well, you eat animals, it always comes out of, there's a price to pay out of your synergy cell. And that's a whole other story. Your reserve cell, your lifetime reserve cell. That determines how you're doing in this game. And it's your choices that deplete that cell or not. Eating the animal marks you. And you really don't want that mark on you. Whether you're an elite or a non-elite. You might be able to get away with more being an elite, but your game will end abruptly and sooner than you think, and not the way you have planned. Okay? Meat, that goes for any and every source player that's here in this game. You are the best. You are the best, or you wouldn't be here. And we came into this game and we built a really challenging, tough game. And emotions and experiences that we have never experienced in any other matrix before. Totally new to us. We did a great job and we have enjoyed a lot of them. But we got trapped and caught in them to where we think that we can't live without certain things. And that has really not benefited us. Actually, it has ruined a lot of source players' games. Now, all things are permissible. You came into this game for the experience. But it does not benefit you in this game to eat meat, ever. Never benefits you to eat animals. You are marked when you do. If you have intentions of remaining and eating animals, then you're marked and you won't escape that mark. I don't care if you're an elite or not. It is the way it is. And yes, I said that your game will come to an abrupt end, as will many others at the same time. And yes, you will return to source. However, it will not be like you think, because you have chosen certain choices. Your synergy cell, when you leave this game, determines how well you have mastered this game or not. I'll talk about who the elite players are here a little bit. They came into this game never having lost a game, always having exited with full synergy cells, with full reserve cells. That's how they are the elite, is because they never lost energy in any single game they played. So they have benefits here by virtue of those previous games. And no one forced them into this game. We all came willingly. We created it. We created every aspect about this game. We wanted excitement. We wanted experience. We wanted a challenge. And yes, we gave that challenge to ourselves. Life can be wonderful. Stop looking around at others and experience your best life yet. That's the biggest rule. Get rid of the meat out of your foods consumed. The other rules I'll be sharing, but the frequency planes all have different rules, because as you climb the frequency plane, some rules drop off. They don't apply on that plane because you're a higher frequency, so therefore you don't need those limitations and restrictions, because you're not going to be doing those things, so therefore those rules and limitations fall off of you. Or you wouldn't be on that plane. Climbing the frequency planes takes time. You can't rocket from one plane to another. It doesn't work like that. It takes less time now than it ever did in the past, especially since the win of the game. The most basic thing is remove the animals. Now, can you get away with going to a meal with a family and having one meal without the intent of going back to eating meat? Push the meatballs aside and have the spaghetti. Don't be tempted into going back to your old ways, because you can get trapped very quickly and basically sealing in your game status, I'll say. I did the series of There's No Turning Back. Well, once you unlock your script, there is no turning back. And you need an unlocked script in this game. Now is not the time to take the easy way out, because the easy way out is not going to be a fun experience for you. Do the work. Do the work. All things are permissible within this game. You can do whatever you like, but you need to win. If you want to win this game individually for yourself, okay? Your synergy cell, your energy reserves need to be at a relatively high level. Very possible, since everybody's reserve cells got topped off in November 2016. as part of the win of the game. You need your good source, truth, source, self connection, which is not your higher self. Higher self is a counterfeit. You need your good source, self connection to be able to determine what things will cost you in this game. Each of us have our own personal journeys, our own personal experiences, and no two are going to have the same experiences. They're making different choices. Each one is making their own choices for what they want to experience. I'm just telling you what will benefit you and what won't, and then it's up to you to make the decisions of what, you have all of this inside of you. You know, deep within you, really, deep within you, if what I am saying resonates inside you and it's something that you need to listen to. All things are permissible within this game, but not all things are beneficial. I think you need to choose the ones that are beneficial for you. Now, if you're listening to the information that I'm presenting in these videos and you find them beneficial, they are a confirmation to what you already know deep inside of you. If you are finding them beneficial, then it benefits you to say thank you without expecting anything more in return. It is a thank you for what you have already received or the confirmations that you have already received. That is what benefits you. It's a frequency issue. If you are contributing and expecting something more in return, then that's the wrong attitude and a wrong frequency, and it will not benefit you. You need to give with the intent of a thank you and not for what you expect in return. There should be no expectations. But you will receive in frequency and life experience from your choices, your right choices. You see, it should be an energy exchange. You're saying thank you for the energy that I have already put out there. Not expecting something more, because when you expect something more, you're buying that thing. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.